Hi guys, Dr. Wendy Dearborn here from Food Beyond Its Nutrition. Well, today I'm going to show you how to make a very simple fruit flavored vinegar. And the fruit flavored vinegars can be used in any which way that you want. You can use them as salad dressing. You can use them to marinate meat in. You can actually, once the vinegar has been made, you can add sugar to it and really boil it down and make it into a syrup or a glaze to put on fish, to put on salad, to put on pork, to put on beef, to put on tofu, whatever it is that you desire to put it on. Homemade fruit-flavored vinegars can really take your salad dressings up a notch, and I really mean that. It can transform a dish. But that being said, many of us buy fruit, especially in the summer months, and sometimes when the fruit is abundant, if it's in its season, we have so much of it. And a lot of my fruit I'll actually freeze and I'll use to make my green smoothies. But then it comes to a point like with the berries. I purchased some blackberries, and I used some with my homemade yogurt. I used them just to snack on. But I realized that they were going to go off very quickly. So I decided I was going to show you guys how to make a simple fruit vinegar. And this one's going to be blackberry. As much as possible, try to use organic fruit. Doesn't always work out that way, and it's the way that it is. And I say this because organic fruit, theoretically, doesn't have as many pesticides sprayed on it as conventionally grown. Don't confuse organic with non-GMO. Two totally different things, but that's a whole nother video by itself. So guys, I just wanted to share a couple of things with you. I'll show what I've got on my cutting board to make this blackberry vinegar. But before I do that, I just want to show you a vinegar that I made. I actually made this earlier this month, actually a couple of days really, because it's the 16th. So maybe about 16 days ago or so, or 15 days ago, I made some mango. This is mango vinegar, and it's got some, I don't know if you're able to see there, but it's got some chili peppers in it. I've put a couple of chili peppers in there, and that was just to give it a little flavor, just to heighten it, give it a little flavor, you know, give it a little spice. So this is a mango vinegar, and I used white wine vinegar. That's the other thing. You can use apple cider vinegar. Excuse me, you can use apple cider vinegar, you can use red vinegar wine, white vinegar wine, champagne vinegar. You can use, I'm going to be using just a plain old, it's called Silver Swan. I actually got this from the Asian store that I shop at. You can use cane vinegar, you can use whatever vinegar you want. And I have some raspberry vinegar here, and this was done in just plain old white vinegar. This wasn't even vinegar wine. This was plain old white vinegar. I have some already made. This is strawberry. This is strawberry vinegar, and this was made with champagne vinegar. Champagne vinegar, I think, unless you make it yourself, and I'm going to bring a video to you on how to make your own champagne vinegar. If you've got a bottle of champagne that's gone flat, don't throw it out. You can use it to make vinegar. You can also use it to cook with. But this was made from strawberries, and this is a champagne vinegar. And this is a raspberry vinegar, and I made this in February. And this was actually made with red wine vinegar. They're excellent. They're really lovely. They definitely change the salad dressing. They change it up. But anyway, guys, today I'm going to make a blackberry vinegar, and this is so simple. What I did was, so as not to dilute the vinegar, earlier today I actually washed the blackberries, and then I allowed them to drain. One of the things I had said before is it's vitally important that you do not use moldy. You don't use moldy. Are you getting that? Can you see that, Dee? That you don't use fruit that's going moldy. This has mold on it. Yeah? And so it's vitally important that you don't use that. Old fruit, yes. Moldy fruit, no. Moldy fruit, you don't want anything moldy in your vinegar. You don't want to introduce that kind of bacteria into your vinegar. So anyway, here I have a 32-ounce mason jar. And as I said, I washed these blackberries earlier today. I picked it over, washed them, made sure again that none of them were moldy. And I'm going to put them in the jar. Now, I have approximately 3 cups, approximately 3 cups of blackberries. You can use 2 cups of blackberries, and this will give you a very, very nice vinegar. This vinegar is going to be rich in flavor. There's a lot of blackberries here, but I'm going to use them up. You know, I've got blackberries in the freezer. I've got blackberries galore. I'm going to use them up. Okay, one that tried to get away. Right, and here we do this. We are going to top it off with the vinegar.
Please note that some people heat the vinegar first and then pour it on the fruit. I don't find that to be necessary.
These jars were washed with boiling water, and then I had them in the oven. And the oven temperature was 450 degrees. I had them in the oven for about half an hour, so the jars are really sterile. So make sure you sterilize. Whenever you're doing anything like this, make sure that you sterilize the jars. It's really important. And this actually prevents things from becoming contaminated. All you do, guys, is put the lid on. And I date mine. I'll put the date on the lid. And for the next 2 days or so, I'll give it a little shake like that, and thereafter over the next 2-3 days, and thereafter what I do is I put these into my pantry. They're in my pantry, and I just allow them to do their thing. Within a week or 2 weeks you'll have vinegar, but I allow mine to continue pulling flavor, extracting flavor for about a month. Let's see. This one, the strawberry was done in April. And so we are now we're going into August. The raspberry was done in February, okay? And I decanted these maybe about 2 weeks ago, 2 to 3 weeks ago. So you can allow your vinegar to process really for as long as you want. Within a month, they'll be good. For me, within 2 to 3 months, they'll be even better. So these I'm going to actually put into my pantry. And as I said, as this is brand new, every couple of days, I'm going to give it a little shake, and then I'll just leave it and allow Mother Nature to do what Mother Nature does best. I will be bringing some recipes to you on how to use your vinegars once they're processed, once your fruit vinegars have processed, and I'll be bringing some recipes around all the above. I will bring to you what it looks like when you decant it and put it into the type of bottle that you'll need to put it into. But until then, I'm Dr. Wendy Dearborn. Bon appetit! Come on, let's eat and understand there is so much more to food than just its nutrition. Until next time.